Okay, our first stop on the trip is Norman Lake State Park, which is a 13.9 acre lake. It is in North Carolina. It's a pretty nice park. Bathrooms are very clean. The only problem is none of the sites are electric, which is actually a problem because I blew the fuse in the charge vehicle that charges the battery, and I was running the fridge on DC and it ran that battery completely dead on the camper, which means it is roached and I need to replace the battery. So it's about $100. So we need to go to Advanced Auto Parts or a parts store, and we need to get a new marine battery for it and also a 20-amp fuse. But other than that, it was a nice day. I have a Black & Decker Electromate, and I've been using that. Excuse me, Jill. Been using that to run the lights and the pump and everything and the heater. Okay, so I just want to explain a little bit more how I have this connected. Now the battery is roached in the front, the battery for the camper, so I took the fuse out of that. That one will not hold a charge. So I've got my Black & Decker Electromate 400. I've got a cigarette lighter from here that plugs into the camper here. So this powers everything, lights and everything. Watch this. So it goes down a little bit. I can power pumps and everything. This thing has an air compressor and it has an inverter. We used it to blow up the air mattress last night, but this is a real lifesaver. I've had this for many years, as I said, and it was just a great purchase. I've used this tent camping to charge batteries and all sorts of things, and I'm really lucky we had it when I ruined that battery. So there you have it. Good morning. This is our third day of vacation. We actually got here late last night, about, I don't know, 10:30. We're at Pond Campground. You can see the large pond behind us. It's not everything we wanted, but we tried to go to Fort Clinch State Park last night, and the gate was actually closed. They had no spaces, so we had to drive an hour and a half southwest to come here. We're probably going to move on today. I think we're going to try to find a camp spot in Blue Springs State Park. To my right, we can see that large RV. You can hear some major road noise over there. There's a major highway. I don't know what it is, but you can hear the constant drone of that. So it's not a bad campground besides that. It's fairly quiet. It was quiet last night. It was quiet this morning. They've got bathrooms over there to my right, and they're fairly clean. They've got showers. They've got a washer and dryer. So without the traffic noise, it'd be pretty nice. Okay, so it is still day 3 of our vacation, and we left Ocean Pond Campground in the Osceola National Forest, and we are now at Manatee Springs State Park, and we're going to stay here for 2 or 3 days, and then we're going to move on from here. We'll probably spend some time this weekend in the National Forest again. We'll probably go to Ocala National Forest this time, but this is a very nice site, very relaxing, nice big spot. Bathrooms behind us. We haven't had a chance to check out anything yet, the springs or anything, but there'll be plenty of time for that. We're in the Swanee National Wildlife Refuge. We are on a trail that's about 2.8 miles. We just walked over a little swampy area that you saw, and it didn't even smell. It's very nice back here. There's hardly anybody back here. Okay, here's one of the sinkholes in Manatee Springs. I think we call this, or they call this catfish sinkhole. You can see the water flowing underneath there. It's part of the spring system. It's very clear, makes me want to go out there and take a swim. Okay, I believe this is our 5th day of vacation here in Florida, and right now we are in the Tillis Hill campground within the Withalacooche State Forest here in Florida. It's a really excellent campground. This whole area is really great. This is a very large state forest we're in. This is a very nice campground within that state forest. And about 10 or 12 miles away, there's a town, I think it's called Inverness, Florida, and it has everything you'd want in Florida, or excuse me, in a town, and everything is set up really nice. A very newish looking town. It doesn't look run down at all, and it's got nice little restaurants to go to. It's got a Publix, probably many grocery stores, which is kind of different from what we experienced in Manatee Springs rather. It was okay. Manatee Springs State Park was okay. There was nothing really bad about it, but after a day or two, I was pretty much done with that place, and I was ready to move on. And the town of Chiefland, which is outside of Manatee Springs State Park, is kind of run down. There's not a lot there. So in contrast, this whole entire area is really excellent, and this is a really nice campground here. The people are really friendly. Okay, here we are starting out at Floral City, and we're going to do some biking. I've never rode a recumbent bike before, let alone a trike, but here we go. What if I knock myself out down here and you have to come get me? Well, it's chilly down here. pretty much a dead end. Spray painting down here that says cave art is a crime.
No, my husband's down there.
He's got stir fry.
Everything's all slippery.
Yeah, this is something you need the chesty for.
Oh yeah. There's that. Your back. Oh, is it on or no?
Yes, it's on. It's a part of shut up, but
Okay.
way. You can hand it back, I'm free.
Okay.
Oh, you got to swing more than that. Get a running start. Come on. Do it. Come on. Running start. Come on. Run, run, run. Run and climb at the same time. Come on, come on. There you go.
How do I know if I'm getting you?
I don't think this will hold my way.
Do I turn it? How do I turn it on?
No, it's fine.
Oh. You're good. Oh, that was awesome compared to mine.
I thought it was going to break.
It's not gonna break. If it breaks, what are you falling? 2 feet?
What if that limb comes down on you?
Come on. All right, that was better.
Okay, thank you. So yesterday we intended to hike about 8 miles to the caves, and we walked past the point where we were supposed to turn, so we ended up hiking about 10. And it wasn't really a big deal, but we didn't have any water. We didn't bring enough water with us, and we were really tired. So at the end we were kind of walking with our heads down, and we ended up getting lost. The trails around this parts are really poorly marked, and you don't have to take my word for it or our experience, but we actually saw a real hiker, you know, one that's done the Appalachian Trail, and we had to tell her which way to go, you know, when we just started the trip out. So it's not just us. These trails are really poorly marked, so just be careful. Make sure you bring enough water. This is in the Palmetto branch, and this is site number 49. This is actually pretty awesome. 59, excuse me. And it's pretty awesome. And I think I figured out why it's still empty, as cool as it is. And the water's edge is right here. And you can hear like all the animals and things in there, but it says, warning, alligators are present in all waters of the park. They can be dangerous. Do not feed or approach. Feeding or molesting alligators is prohibited. So the water's like right here, and here's our slot here, but might make the stay a little more interesting. So we came in on Big Flat, which is all the way at the end of the park from where we came in. We were in site 3, and 4 and 2 are really close together, and the bathhouse is back here. Now to my perspective, it kind of goes like this and back around. Now these slots back in here are better, and these slots on this side are actually also better. Not as good as this, but this loop we're in now, which is Palmetto Ridge Campground, is actually the newest, we think. It has a bathhouse with a washer and dryer, and the facilities are very new. And this is a full hookup, electric, water, and there's sewage over there if you have a hose that's long enough. So I'm glad we moved. This is actually really nice, and I'm very happy with this slot. And actually all the slots in this loop seem to be really nice. Okay, go ahead. That's how Jill broke her neck. Okay, here we are at Blue Springs, which is our final camping destination before we start to head back. Just want to show you some things. This Anderson leveler over here has just been awesome this entire time, and this is no exception today. But this campsite here that we're in right now is very unlevel. So I put the Anderson leveler on there, and it almost gave us enough, but it was sinking in the sand there. So what I did is I put some kindling under the front, so it wouldn't sink in the sand. And then I of course had to put some in the back for that wedge, but it still works really great. So I just wanted to show you that. Smells sulfury.
Can't really see it. Oh, it hopped over to that tree.
Good morning. Today's Saturday. We were going to stay at Blue Springs for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but it was raining there. We had already walked around. Since it was raining, we weren't going to go kayaking or anything, so we decided to come north. And luckily we came by Fort Clinch, and they happened to have a spot, which is a place we wanted to try to stay on the way down. And I'm not going to lie, it is completely awesome here. Listen carefully, you can probably hear the wind whistling through the trees above us. Apparently they're having a nor'easter here, but it's supposed to be partly sunny today with no rain. And they have a beach. It's right on the Atlantic. You can go up to the beach, which we're going to check out. You can hunt for shark teeth. which I also want to check out, and I want to stay another night or two. I'm really glad we came here. It's really a very large park, and most of it's all covered by those tall trees over there. Okay, here's a map of Fort Clinch, and we are in the Amalia River camping area. We're in Site 47, which is a walk-up. So here's the entrance to the park. So you come in like this. This is a very long road. Everything is completely covered with trees. You take a right here, and you can go to the beach here. The Atlantic's right here. It's a fishing pier over there, another campground, and look at the Atlantic Beach camping area. So we are here. You can walk up in here, apparently, and look for shark's teeth. Hopefully we can do that today. I don't think we're going to go swimming. But the water apparently is currently 70 degrees. If we could stay under one of these palms. Right here. They do use this kind of stuff for roofing, right? It's like an umbrella.
Just a straight shot when you exit the park. You're going to make a right and just continue going to that road.
Okay.
Until you hit water.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we are on our way back. Our only stop on the way back. We are where we started the trip. This is Lake Norman in North Carolina. And we are in lucky slot number 13, which is a very nice slot. Let's go take a look. Beautiful here with the setting sun over there, and we've got the lake behind us. She's gonna make us some grub. It's an extremely nice slot. Looks like we've got a tent pad here.